Cable 15 TV and Facebook Live welcomes you to Cave City, Arkansas, home of the Cavemen, in a semifinal match between the Melbourne Bearkatz and the Newport Greyhounds in the Conference 2 3A basketball tournament. Hayden Schultz, David Black, Josh Nation, and Anthony May. Ben Black again on assignment elsewhere. Hayden Schultz, rubber match of the series for the Hounds and the Bearkatz, and this one should be a dandy to get to the finals tomorrow night.
Yeah, both teams winning at home, David, and then getting to play at a neutral site. Melbourne took care of Walnut Ridge in a tough outing Wednesday night. And the Hounds have got their hands full. You know, the last game that we did play was against Melbourne. They did beat us at their place. Do a really good job, big inside. They got the big Wren boy down low who gives us troubles. They run a tight zone. You know, and our game is to get the ball inside and let our bigs go to work. We're going to have to hit shots from the perimeter. And as always, you got to make your free throws.
George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet GMC dealer, 523-2792. GeorgeCalMotors.com at 3808 Van Dyke Road. Hayden, you come into a basketball game like this, and you just hope that you're playing at your best, and the free throws, as you mentioned, always a key in any basketball game, and you got to be able to handle the basketball. You can't turn the basketball over a lot. Opening tip brought to you by First Community Bank of Newport, where community comes first. We're underway.
Kendall and Wren for the tip. They're going to say John Moore knocked it out of bounds. It'll go Melbourne basketball to start here. Brady inbound here and finds Edwards here for Melbourne. Hounds have run that matchup man all year long. Don't expect them to do anything else as Edwards gets an easy look and a basket. Moore to bring it to the front court here for the Hounds. Looks and finds Cried here near midcourt. Tried to get Denton involved here often and early. So what a month he's had for the Hounds. So Wren hands off to Kendall. Now they reset with Moore. Shot clock under 10. Back out to Money Wren. Looks at Cright. Got to get a shot off. And Moore's not going to get it off, and the shot clock violation here for the Hounds early.
We saw that at Melbourne the last time these two teams played. That matchup defense that Melbourne plays gave the Hounds a lot of problems, as it does on the initial possession for the Hound offense now. Hounds in full court pressure.
It's where the Hounds have been really good all year, is on the defensive end, turning that defense into offense. Because that's got to be 10 seconds, and they do get it. It's now Newport gets the basketball here.
Great full court pressure there by the Hounds.
It's now Denton finds Wren, going to swing it around to Moore. Good ball movement here for the Hounds. Denton finds Cright. Now back out Moore.
It's good, solid man-to-man defense by Melbourne here.
As Denton fires up the MVP Insurance three-pointer up, no good. Edwards with a rebound and looks ahead. He's got Bray wide open on the other end and an easy layup. Hounds pushing here. As Moore puts it on the floor, looks to Kendall. As Kendall goes in, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Early in the basketball game. See if the Hounds can get a stop here.
Birch now goes to Edwards near midcourt. Edwards driving in. They're going to call a foul on the floor. They're going to give it on Money Wren.
Thought coming into the basketball games, those ticky-tack fouls, I thought Newport was going to have to get the advantage of that, and they did not on that particular call.
Now kicks out to Wren. Wren has it taken away. Now Money Wren on the other end looks ahead to Denton. Denton regains possession here as he drives in, goes in, and gets the basket. And the Hounds getting on the board here. As looks to Wren, he hands off to Bray. As Edwards drives in, shot blocked by Kendall. As Money tries to look ahead, Sanders taps it, stays here with Moore, and Moore couldn't get the layup to go. And out of bounds, last touch by Moore, it'll go with Melbourne.
M&P Insurance Services in downtown Newport. Affordable auto, home, life, and health insurance. M&P Insurance Services.
And going into this ball game, you expect high-intensity defense, not a lot of scoring. This will be a 40-point game, I think, as Denton's going to get the foul call here on Birch. And his first, team foul number 3. Birch inbounds to Edwards. Nearing the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Edwards, spin move, driving in, kick out, finds Birch. 3-pointer on the way. Couldn't get it to go. Kendall there with a rebound. Kendall, full court pass to Colin Crott. And the Hounds reset. Kendall looked like a quarterback there. Now Moore. Looking into Kendall. It's Kendall. Back out Moore. M&P Insurance 3-pointer for Moore. Couldn't get it to rattle home. There's Grant Wren with a rebound for Melbourne. Driving in. They're going to get Denton with the foul on the floor. And that's his second, team foul number 4.
When you play that real tight man-to-man defense, the one thing that you fear going in, if these guys are going to call it close, that you get in foul trouble, and Pooty already has to go to the bench at 4:22 mark with 2 fouls. May not see him for the rest of the half.
The good thing is you bring a guy in like Brendan Curry who's just as athletic and long. Hounds have the advantage, I would say, in the depth. So we'll play 9 to 10 guys tonight. It's Kendall, breakaway dunk, and he's going to slam it home. As he was all over that one.
Just a great read by Isaiah. He saw the pass coming. He read the pass. Great interception and a slam home.
What a year that Isaiah Kendall's had, not only on the football field, but, I mean, he has been outstanding here on the basketball floor. So they're going to get a travel here on Melbourne.
Caused by that defensive pressure once again. Another turnover for Melbourne. See if the Hounds can get their first lead.
It's Wren to set up the offense here, driving in, and they're going to call him for a travel. And Edwards to bring it in the front court here for the Bearkatz. Now Bray at the top of the key here for Melbourne. He's going to put it on the deck and now finds Wren. Wren, free throw line jumper up, no good. Bray there to get a rebound for Melbourne. Tries to look inside, and they're going to say a foul on Kendall.
Two on Isaiah now. Hounds all of a sudden.
What's 5-0 on foul calls here in the first quarter for the people keeping track? As inbound goes to Wren here. Wren driving in, goes in, floater up and good for Grant Wren.
Noah Curtis having the dubious distinction of trying to cover Wren.
As now we'll get a foul call here on Sanders for Melbourne.
Eye Care RX Pharmacy, located at 1117 McLean Street in Newport, locally owned and locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner, let us help you be well.
Inbound finds Crott here. The Crott was handed to Wren. And we turn it over here. Trey Wren checks in for Bray. neither team playing their best basketball. As Wren's going to get called for a travel here for Melbourne.
Both teams already in the regional. This coming up week at Mountain View.
And now just playing for seeding.
Along with Tuckerman and Mountain View.
This goes back Curtis at the top of the key. Now Moore. I think with Kendall and Denton out, as Edwards is there, and he's going to get an easy layup on the other end. I think this is when you got to go with John Moore and Kylan Crichton. Those guys got to be your scorers.
Yeah, with Kendall and Pooty on the bench, for sure.
Who've been our two best scorers all year long. And Moore's going to get called for a travel. Bill Williams will check into the game here for Money Wren.
Delta Trailer Manufacturing, located at Newport Air Base Industrial Park, celebrating over 50 years of service. Dale and Mary Eves, Amy and Todd Norris, 523-8941. Go Hounds from Delta Trailer Manufacturing.
Tanner Williams will check in for Birch for Melbourne. Edwards looks to Bray here and goes back inside to Edwards. Edwards goes up and gets the basket to go. Hounds going fast here. And now reset. The general, John Moore, kick out Curtis. M&P Insurance three-pointer is good from Curtis.
And that's a big shot for the Hounds right there, Hayden.
Noah Curtis is good for one at least off the bench from behind the arc. This finds Bray underneath on the baseline and gets a basket to go. Now more to set up here for the Hounds. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. The general, John Moore, turnaround, shot up, no good. Williams with a rebound here for Melbourne. Williams with the basketball. Hands off Edwards. Edwards gets another easy look and couldn't get it to go. It's a foul call here on Wren for Melbourne.
Gunnar Milam into the basketball game.
If the Hounds will have to get a shot off before the shot clock expires. So just tenths of a second off. They do turn it off now. And hands to Moore. Moore going up. M&P Insurance three-pointer is no good, and that will end the first quarter where the Hounds trail here 12-7 over Melbourne.
And great.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
Shelter Insurance has covered a lot of miles and a lot of cars and drivers since 1946. We like knowing we have you covered, so you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Agent Mark Manning about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
Hayden Hounds go into the second quarter right here, trailing by 5, trailed by as many as 6. in a little foul trouble as we speak. But we're okay. Got through the quarter.
Denton back in the ball game here. And Cricht now back to Denton. Now back out. Good ball movement here for the Hounds. Got to move without the basketball. This finds Kylan Cricht, and they're going to call a block call here on Melbourne.
I think the Hounds get a pretty good call there.
Inbound goes to Cricht. Cricht soars through and gets the basket. Hands off and finds Wren. Now resets here. And Sanders driving in. Layup trying a foul call here on John Moore.
John shuffled his feet, tried to get there quick enough, but was a little late in doing so. 6th team foul on the Hounds. Moore's first.
Sanders gets the first to go. Birch checks in. Williams checking out for Melbourne. Sanders gets them both. And back to a 5-point lead here for Melbourne. Looks inside Curry. Curry goes in and gets his first one of the night. Wren brings it across here. And resets here with Carter Bray. As Denton almost picked it off going the other way. And Sanders driving in, floater, couldn't get it to go. Moore looks ahead to Denton. Denton, spin move, and they're going to get him for the offensive foul.
His third and a big call in the basketball game. Not even 2 minutes deep into the second quarter. When you're leading scorers, goes to the bench with 3.
And probably will stay there the rest of the half. Just tries to look inside for Wren. Moore's there to pick it off. And finds Cricht. Now Curtis resets and goes to Kendall. Kendall turnaround jumper up, no good. Wren with a rebound for the Bearkats going the other way. Back to Wren. Layup try up and good. Now under 6 to go here in the first half. 5-point lead remaining for Melbourne. Moore decides to put it on the deck. Looks out, finds Kylan Cricht. Cricht driving in, shot up, no good. Kendall goes up and just gets it. And now back to 3 as Kendall's got 4 tonight for the Hounds. Now Sanders in the corner. Has nowhere to go and finds Birch, and we'll say he stepped out of bounds as he was coming in. Edwards checks back into the game for Melbourne. He's got 6 tonight for the Bearkats.
Well, great high school defense on both ends of the court.
As Bray's there to pick it off going the other way. Bray drives in, layup up and good.
Just anticipation from Bray, and he read the eyes and stole the pass.
Curry Looks inside to Kendall, and a foul call here on the floor. More to
first.
More to inbound the basketball. Looks inside to Kylan Cricht. Cricht's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think it's so important that the Hounds try to get the basketball down there on the low block just like that and try to put up some shots to draw some fouls.
Cricht, back rim, no good on the first. And Cricht does get the second to fall. He's got 3. Hounds cut it to 4, under 4:30 to go in the half. There's Bray here on the wing. Hands off Edwards. Now back out Bray at the top of the key. Looks and finds Sanders cutting to the basket as he couldn't get the layup to go. As looks ahead to Cricht. Knocked out of bounds by Grant Wren. That's 2 good athletes going up for the basketball.
For sure.
So they're going to get Money Wren for the carry.
I've seen that twice in this tournament. Both times against the Greyhounds. You don't see that called very often in high school basketball.
Edwards looks and finds Bray. Bray drive in, hand off Sanders. Now back out Birch, and they just swing it around. Finds Grant Wren, who hands off to Bray. Bray drives in, kick out Birch, who can shoot it. 3 ball up and good.
All 5 starters for Melbourne on the scoreboard.
It's Curry. Tough move inside, gets it to go. Curry with 4, and Coach Ferguson wants a timeout here. The Hounds trail 21-16 with 3:03 to go in the second.
Dia Scrap Metal Recycling Center in Newport, Arkansas, buying cars, iron, copper cans, brass, steel, stainless, electric motors, and much, much more. Give us a call at 870-523-3858. And CNM Ag Depot. Come check out our inventory. Milwaukee and DeWalt power tools, lacrosse boots, Carhartt clothing, all types of different variety of hardware, hunting supplies, all at CNM Ag Depot in Newport. At Fletcher Land Surveying, if you need some land surveyed, if you need to get a flood certification, give Kenny a call at 523-5625.
So Edwards is going to bring it up here for Melbourne. And just driving in, goes up strong. Kendall there with a rebound going the other way. Looks ahead, Cricht. Cricht goes in, and it's a block call on Bray. It's Cricht now at the line to shoot 2. Gets the first one to rattle home. Trey Wren checks into the game for the Bearkatz. Cricht 1 of 2. 4-point game here. Edwards finds Birch at the top of the key. Good defense here by Colin Cricht. Now goes Edwards. As Edwards is going to have an open look at it. Front rim no good. He's going to get his own miss. Wren drives in. Layup contested. It's up no good. Curry with a rebound going the other way.
That's a block. Oh, no. No serve.
Nobody knew. Two guys blew the whistle and then didn't know.
They're going to talk to someone. I don't know what they can do. They're going to get the third official involved. That was definitely a blot on Melbourne. And whatever they come up with, we'll play with it and go.
They're going to call the offensive on Curry. Melbourne gets a break there. Wren hands off Birch. Three-pointer on the way is up. Nothing there. Kendall with a rebound, looks to Moore.
John Moore's got to produce some offense for the Hounds.
Curtis now looks and finds Cripe. Swings it back around and finds it to Moore. M&P Insurance three-pointer up. No good, but Curry's there with a rebound. Noah Curtis, M&P Insurance three-pointer is good.
Again,
he's got 6.
Big shot by Noah. That's a couple of threes for him.
And cuts it to 1.
Biggest lead has been 7 at 21-14. Hounds on a 6-0 run.
Now, Trey Wren looks. It goes inside to Edwards. It's blocked by Kendall. Kept alive. Birch, three-pointer on the way. It's up, no good. Kendall just goes up and gets a rebound. And Curtis with the basketball here for the Hounds. Now the Hounds get the call. And it's Moore who's going to put it on the floor. Tough shot in the lane, gets it to go.
Hounds take the lead.
Sanders hands off Birch, who looks inside now to Wren. Wren, power move, shot up, no good. Brendan Curry with a rebound. And they're not going to count it, and that's going to end the first quarter where the Hounds get the lead to end the first half, 22-21. Second half action coming right up.
Two Chicks Florist and more, your gift headquarters for all special occasions. Do a little business with the local folks and locally owned and operated. Fathead Pizza, one word, all caps, great pizza, hot, fresh sandwiches, and the salad supreme that's second to none. Bank of England Mortgage Company, the Greyhound Class of 1990 lending team. See Kenny Thaxton or Cheryl Smart Looper for home loans, refinancing options. Check out the refinancing rates. Call our office at 495-3931. Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. White River Area Agency on Aging at 1200 Highway 367 North. And a reminder that at the end of the ball game, hopefully we can get down on the court and get a Unity Health Newport Player of the Game report and the Subway Coaches Show report with Ty Ferguson, sponsored by Subway in the Newport Walmart. Greenway Equipment Company, helping you cultivate success and for safe banking. Merchants and Planners Bank with offices in several locations throughout Northeast and North Central Arkansas. Second half action is next. Hayden, the Hounds ended the second quarter on an 8-0 run. It was 21-14 at one time. Obviously a 7-point lead. And then the Hounds go with a 1-point lead here at the half. Neither team came out in time to shoot any before the second half starts, so a lot of coaching going on inside. If you're Coach Ty Ferguson, what do you tell your kids?
Well, I think it's imperative that you got to get the basketball inside, whether it be driving, putting it on the floor with Moore, or getting inside and looking to Kendall and Curry. I think Curry's done a really good job minutes off the bench. He's been a factor. And then, obviously, when you lose Denton, getting the 3 fouls early in the first half, didn't play a lot the second quarter. So, I mean, that's a lot of your scoring right there. So, Hounds just got to bear down. Neither one of these teams are playing good basketball right now, and I think that's the reason why you saw the coaches maybe take their time at halftime. I expect a very, very physical second half.
Noah Curtis with a couple of big threes for the Hounds.
Yeah, leading scorer tonight for the Hounds. So Melbourne will start with the basketball here to inbound. Birch looks inside to Wren. Wren, head fake, turnaround, shot blocked there by Kendall. And then a foul called on Wren.
Well, Isaiah Kendall, excellent underneath.
So we do see Denton starting the second half here. Just tries to look inside to Kendall. Wren's there to pick it off, going the other way. Shot up, no good. Kylan Cricht comes up with a rebound, and Wren picks up another foul. It's only his second, but 2 quick ones here.
It makes you hesitate a little bit defensively after you pick up 2 quick ones like that. You certainly don't want to get a third one if you're Wren in Melbourne. Playing off Pooty there.
Yeah, Dent was trying to look inside. And I think this is what you got to do with Moore. Driving, penetrating, and then look for the dink and dunks. With Moore. Goes in strong, and Cricht's there. So he's going to be undercutting a foul called on Melbourne. What started out the game is it looked like the Hounds were going to be in foul trouble. Now Melbourne gets a quick 3. I think that's what we got to do. More attack. Let you guys underneath get there to clean up anything. Just finds Cricht here on the right wing. Now back out to Moore. Swings it around to Curry. Shot clock under 10. Just looks in to Cricht. Cricht goes in strong. A block call. And Kylan Cricht will go to the line and shoot 2.
Hounds might have gotten one back there.
They're going to say it was on the floor. Thought he was going up. Denton's wide open in the corner. We just didn't see him. As Cricht soars through and gets the basket. He's got 6, and the Hounds extend that lead to 3 here.
On a 10-0 run from the middle of the second quarter.
That's the difference you've seen as Kylan Cricht's going to pick up Edwards. As Cricht goes in to punch it. I thought Birch hit the ball out of bounds, and he did. It'll stay here with Newport.
Norman Baker Pharmacy at 2200 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Verify your insurance for you and have a convenient drive-through window at Norman Baker Pharmacy. Ollie's Chicken at the Food Mart. Best fried chicken in the world. John Moore.
John Moore, jump shot up, no good. Wren with a rebound here for Melbourne. So Wren brings it up, hands it off Birch. Thought he was going to shoot it. Sanders now puts it on the floor. Drives in, blocked by Kendall. Boy, he just does it on both ends, and John Moore is going to be called for the carry. So Edwards Now hands off to Bray. Hounds have kind of switched who their man is Denton on Sanders, Moore on Birch, and Kendall on Bray. Bray with a great head fake in the basket.
Stopped that 10-0 run.
Well, cried out and hands off to Denton. John Moore, MVP Insurance three-pointer up, no good. Edwards looks ahead and finds Sanders. The Sanders goes in and a block call and one, and Denton picks up his fourth. And right there, I think you just got to get out of the way. I don't think there's any chance that you get a call.
And it was a good call.
Denton will have to sit out probably the remainder of the third quarter. Good news is Noah Curtis in the ball game, and he's been red hot for the Hounds. Sanders got the three-point play. Moore drive in, now kick out. Which tries to look inside to Curry and pass a little high. He'll go with Melbourne. Wren, kick out to Bray. A foul call here on Colin Pratt. Just his first. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Possession will go with the Greyhounds.
Unforced error against Melbourne give the basketball back to the Hounds, trailing by a deuce.
It's Wren. He's going to pick up his third foul.
Tremendous effort on Wren. He was just anticipating.
His brother Trey Wren will check into the game for him. I think the Hounds got to utilize the size advantage they have when he goes out. Swings it and finds Curtis. Curry was battling down low looking for the basketball. Finds Colin Cright with a head fake, goes in, and one opportunity for Colin Cright.
Great patience by the Newport offense, and that was a beautiful run play right there to get the ball to Cright. And Cright being very, very patient, being double teamed there, let both guys get off their feet, and then he went back up.
Gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way, as we like to say. And the Hounds now back up one. And Bray picked up his third. And Sanders now with the basketball, goes back out to Williams here. Almost knocked away. Good defense here by Noah Curtis. There's a foul call on Curtis. And first one no good. Does get the second one to fall. Back knotted up 27-all. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Scrat's been the playmaker here tonight. I think you got to get him the basketball. Curtis now finds Moore. Back out Curtis, who's looking inside to Crite. But Crite was fouled. No call, and Edwards comes up with a loose ball here. Now Sanders with the basketball for Melbourne. Both teams are letting shot clock run under 10 almost every single time they get the basketball. As Williams is going to get an easy layup.
Patience paying off there for them.
As Crite soars through and gets the basket. And now with double digits, Kylan Crite's got 11. We're going to get a foul call here on Curtis.
Just trying to battle through a screen. Had too much momentum going that way. Pretty good high school basketball game. It's a dandy.
I think we knew it was going to be, David. This ball almost going the other direction. Melbourne keeps it alive on this end. It's Williams drive in, left hand layup, no good. Kendall looks ahead and finds Curtis. Dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. Now Melbourne tries to look inside to Bray, and Bray steps out of bounds. So Edwards checks in, Sanders checking out. Not a very high scoring third quarter, David. It's 22-21 at the half, 29 all here. Moore drives in, floater up, no good. Bray with a rebound here for Melbourne. He carried, and they do get the call.
You know, a lot of times when it looks like it's not a very good basketball game because the defense is just so good, and it's kind of what we've seen here tonight. It's been an excellent, excellent basketball game if you love the defensive end.
Yeah, if you like high scoring, you should have tuned into Lisa Academy and Episcopal. As John Moore's M&P Insurance three-pointer no good. Kendall was there with a rebound. As Crite is going to be called for an offensive foul.
White River Health in Batesville and also in Newport. White River Health Family and Specialty Care, offering family medicine for all ages.
Once again, we got to sort something out.
Farmer's Tire Mart, where the rubber meets the road. If you need tires, we've got tires. You need oil change, we do that. Need a little brake work, we do that too. Specialty Care, where the rubber meets the road at Farmer's Tire Mart. Have no idea what that discussion could have been.
They called the foul on Noah Curtis, who didn't have the basketball. Always said if you've got to discuss it, then you should have never blew the whistle in the first place. Now finds Edwards on the baseline, who swings it across to Williams, who's shot up and is long. Kendall's there with a rebound and looks ahead and's got Moore. As Moore drives in, layup try, couldn't get it to go, but it'll go to the free throw line.
Hounds trying to turn into instant offense with the long pass there. It was a great pass from Isaiah to John, and John went strong to the glass, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Oh, so important, these free throws. All of them down the stretch from here on out.
Some more. Couldn't cash in on the opportunity. Now hands off Edwards, driving into the lane. And a foul call here. They're going to give it on Colin Cright.
.3. And a 30-second timeout. Newport Economic Development Commission located at 201 Hazel Street, downtown Newport. You can find the links to NEDC, Newport Area Chamber of Commerce, the City of Newport, and Jackson County at www.newportarcity.org. Ben Black, we hope you're recuperating from your little sick spell. Back at the house, tuning in, watching us here on Facebook Live, Cable Channel 15 TV. Again, hauling, spreading some dirt, some gravel, some sand, some other landscape materials. Affordable work done right. Call Ben Black at 512-8429.
Melbourne does get the inbound here to Williams. Rand fires the three up. It's no good. And that's going to end the third quarter. We're all knotted up, 29 all.
We'll remind everybody about Howard's Glass, Rick Bass.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
At Shelter Insurance, we've found that peace of mind offers some real advantages. That's why we work hard to make things easier for you. By sheltering your cars, by sheltering your home, by sheltering your toys, by sheltering your life. Peace of mind. Isn't that the best shelter there is? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Shelter Agent Mark Manning about Shelter's competitive insurance rates.
Hayden, we played 3. Still tied. Should be a dandy fourth.
Well, we got 8 minutes to decide a winner here.
Winner plays tomorrow night at 6:30.
Just got a notification on my watch that my blood pressure's high. As Moore keeps the basketball alive and goes to Curry. Curry's shot up. He is fouled. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. They give it on to Wren. That's his 4th.
And that is a huge foul in favor of the Newport Greyhounds. Tremendous post presence, and when he was out of the ball game after his 3rd, Newport did not take advantage of getting the basketball inside to Kendall. And the scoreboard has gone completely out. Now back on. Did somebody call a timeout?
Hey, here we go. Let's go. Curry's 2nd attempt at a free throw is up and good. Curry with 5, and the Hounds leading by 1. Sanders with the basketball here for the Bearkatz. Now with Edwards. Wren puts it on the floor, ball on the ground. Colin Cright somehow keeps it alive, but Bray's there to pick it off for the Bearkatz.
Just like a great defensive back, reading the pass, breaking for the Oski.
Looks inside to Sanders. Beautiful back door and the layup.
Sanders has 7. 17 fouls on Melbourne, 6 on the Hounds. So every foul from here on out, if it's not a 2-shot foul, will be the 1-and-1 for the next 3, but then double bonus.
Curtis puts it on the floor, finds Curry, who drives in. A block call here. And Curry will go back to the line for the 1-and-1.
So many block charge calls tonight, and that's always caused by great defense. Somebody trying to pick up the charge. He's called with a block.
Curry gets the first one up and good. Couldn't get the second, all knotted up 31. Near the 6:30 mark in the contest. Get the basketball to Sanders. Thought it might be a 5-second call. They didn't call it. Birch with the basketball, puts it on the deck. Now Bray looks inside to Edwards. Edwards goes in and couldn't get it to go, and Hounds going the other way. There's Moore. Layup up and good for Moore.
What a pass from Noah Curtis.
And a timeout here for Coach Ferguson and the Newport Greyhounds as they lead 33-31.
Howard's Glass Company, Rick Bias in Newport. Quality glass from plexiglass, windows, mirrors, storefronts, shower doors, picture frames. We do replacement or repairs, carrying on the great Howard's Glass tradition with friendly, affordable service. Doyle Family Farms saluting the Newport Greyhounds. The Doyle family been involved in the Greyhound programs from Pee Wee to Senior High Hounds. Go Hounds from the Doyle Family Farm. Lonnie Hahn, the Pest Detective. If you're paying one of those high-dollar name companies, you're paying a lot of money that you don't have to pay. If your house is bugged and you feel like your privacy is being invaded, you're looking for termite and pest control, call Lonnie at 503-1800. Tell him David Black sent you, and I'll guarantee you he can save you some money. Arkansas Steel, a community-minded leader in Jackson County for many years. We salute the Arkansas Steel for being a great community support as they salute the Newport Greyhounds. El Puente Mexican Restaurant, the best Mexican food in the world. You can dine in or you can call your order in and drive through. Lunch specials daily with excellent service. Just a barn burner, Hayden.
So Edwards going to bring the basketball up. Colin Crott will match up with him. Sanders near the volleyball line finds Bray. And they're going to get Curry with a foul call here. And a 1-and-1 here.
Hounds playing with their most mature, age-wise basketball team, 5 seniors. A
1-and-1 for Birch. He gets the first to go.
He has 4.
Front rim no good. Possession will go with the Hounds. Still think the Hounds need to attack the basketball inside.
Yeah, especially with Wren out of the basketball game. Talking about Grant Wren.
Moore. Kick out Curtis. Turn around, shot up from Curtis is no good. How about Colin Crott?
What a tip.
Now with 13. Hounds lead by 3. Bray drives in. They're going to get a block. We try to take one of our own and we can't get the call.
Isaiah picked up 2 early in the first quarter, and that's only his 3rd, so we're in pretty good shape there with 5:20-something to play.
Bray gets the first to go.
Looking for double digits here for Bray.
Back rim, no good. Kraut with a rebound here for the Hounds.
Isaiah's seen very few touches on the offensive end.
As Moore keeps the basketball alive, and they're going to call a double dribble. Thought it was knocked out of his hands. They didn't see it that way.
Nullifies the dunk by Isaiah.
Sanders driving in, tough shot, no good. Curtis with a rebound here for the Hounds. What a game Noah Curtis has had here for the Hounds.
He's been awesome on both ends. Curry's had a heck of a basketball game.
Had two guys off the bench going to work as Curry down low is fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
You just feel like Newport has an advantage down there on that low block. And if we just take it in like we said earlier, we can get it down there, we're going to draw some fouls. Now, the key is, can we hit the free throws?
Curry gets the first to go.
7 big ones for him on the night.
Make it 8. And a timeout here for Melbourne. Hounds leading by 4 with 4:31 to go in the fourth quarter.
Dr. Kelly McKinney, friendly staff, very knowledgeable, great for young ones. You're looking for a dentist? Let us recommend Dr. Kelly McKinney. Makes everyone feel at ease getting top-notch care. You'll enjoy the dentist and Dr. Kelly McKinney's. Churchman Building Center, Ace is the place for all your building needs, whether it's a minor repair or major renovations. Ace is the place in Newport, Arkansas for all your building needs. Temp Pro, Sam and John Laster for all your heating and cooling needs. The Laster Brothers, customized vision care, new location right there on Malcolm Avenue. Been there for a little over a year or so. Guaranteed contact lens success program. They can't fit you with contacts that you like. You don't owe them a penny at Customized Vision Care. And Connie Waters family, thanks to Miss Connie for always supporting the Newport Greyhounds and everything we do at the Newport High School. Hope to be able, Hayden, to get down and do the Unity Health Player of the Game and the Subway Coaches Report. At the conclusion, we'll try our very best to get that done.
So Edwards brings the basketball up here for the Bearkatz. Driving in as Edwards goes in strong, up no good. Kendall was hitting the head for the layup, but does get the rebound. It looks to Kright. Kright soars in, gets the basket. He's got 15, and the Hounds up by 6 here.
Biggest lead of the night for the Hounds.
Looks inside to Bray. Kick out Wren, goes to Birch. Now Sanders, shot clock under 10 now. Goes to Edwards, and Moore's there to pick it off, but Bray's there. I think he thought it was going to be a backcourt as Sanders drives in, layup up and good. Goes to Moore. Moore drives in, and he's fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Grant Wren checks back into the game. For Melbourne.
4 fouls also on Trey Wren.
Moore gets the first one. He's got 5.
Got to have him making plays down the stretch.
This is the second. Hounds lead by 5 with 3:30 to go. Ray with the basketball on the right wing. There's the backdoor cut inside to Sanders. They're going to call a foul here on Curtis.
Jackson Sanders at the line.
Sanders gets the first one to go.
He's now in double digits.
Couldn't get the second. Kendall with a rebound here for the Hounds. And the Hounds are going to throw the basketball out of bounds. Hey, you got the 5 guys you want out there, senior-led 5. Just a silly mistake there.
And you have to fight through those and overcome.
So Melbourne wants to get the ball inside. It's right there. Edwards goes in and has it blocked. Moore's going to step out of bounds with the basketball. Melbourne's done a really good job on the backdoor cuts tonight. You know, a team that over pursues like we do sometimes with a good head fake and cutting back door. As Curtis checks out, Denton checks in.
Noah with great minutes off the bench.
Wren was back to the basket. Denton's there with the loose ball, finds Curry. Curry driving in, and an offensive foul on Brendan Curry.
When you get a guy in the air, not a lot he can do. Hounds have 2 turnovers in the last 2 possessions.
Swings it to Birch here as they look inside to Wren. Wren kick back out, but Denton's there to poke it free. And a foul call on Wren, and that's his 5th. And Denton will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
A huge foul called against Grant Wren. Only 4 points on the night, and Pooty to the line. Has not played enough minutes really to be effective offensively.
Denton couldn't get either.
On the last 3 possessions, 0 for the Hounds.
Spray drives in, great move. Blocked by Kendall. His looks ahead to Denton. Denton, what a move. Layup try, no good. Ball on the floor, and Melbourne comes away with it. But Kendall's there to knock it out of bounds.
More great effort by both teams here, Hayden, up and down the court. Defensive has just been outstanding on both sides in a 40-36 game.
Nobody wants to go home.
Timeout on the floor. And, hey, we got 1:53 to play. Hounds lead by 4. They've had 3 possessions where they didn't get anything out of that. What do you have to do to win this basketball game?
I still say you've got to get the ball inside and get a good look. And I think we've had some decent looks right there. You know, Denton couldn't get the layup to fall. Contested. Kratt was there for a putback and couldn't get it to go. I mean, these kids are battling. You got to credit both teams' defense tonight. Now, both offenses have not played their best game, obviously. But I think the Hounds are very fortunate to be up by 4 here with 1:53 to go in the fourth.
Well, either one of these offensive coaches will tell their team, we got to handle the basketball, we got to make a good screen, got to try to get a back door. Both teams looking for the back door. Really, last possession, Melbourne really went to the spread. The spread Newport's defense out.
Inbound Edwards here with the basketball. He drives in. Nothing there. They swing it back out to Bray. Bray thought about it, doesn't pull. It's Birch. Hands off to Wren. They find Sanders, spin move in the lane. It's up no good, but Bray's there for the putback.
Great hustle by Carter Bray. 2-point game.
It's now Moore, swings it around to Denton. Finds Kendall at the high post, and Kendall just soars in. Thought he was fouled, no call. Sanders with a loose ball the other way here for Melbourne, and they've got Wren with a layup up and good. The Hounds with the basketball, and they're going to call a block on Melbourne. And Kylan Kripe will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And a timeout here for Melbourne. What a game.
Well, it's been a dandy of a basketball game, and just again, we talked about it just a moment ago about the amount of block charge calls that we've had here tonight. And that's just because guys are willing to give up their body to try to get that charge. Most of them have gone the block way. We've seen some charges also, so let me tell you, both of these teams are scrapping. Both of them, you know, you're playing for a chance to win a tournament championship, at least to get into the finals tomorrow night against Mountain View, the #1 seed. It'll be a 6:30 start if the Hounds are there. It'll be a 6:30 start regardless, but if the Hounds are there, we'll have it on Cable 15 TV. And again, free throws down the stretch are always huge.
That's what you can say. I'm not sure that I don't put 2 guys in there. Crack gets the first one up and good. He's got 16. Couldn't get the second. Sanders with a rebound here for Melbourne.
Can the Hounds come up with a stop here?
Sanders with the basketball, looks to drive, goes in. Layup up, no good. Kendall looks ahead and finds Curry. And Curry dribbles the basketball out of bounds. And the shot clock will be off, and Melbourne will have one last look at it. They don't have to go down there and score immediately.
So we'll set the scenario. We'll talk both sides. I mean, if you're Melbourne, what do you do here? No shot clock?
Well, I think where they've been the most successful tonight is getting Edwards the basketball, getting it in space. I think they go 5 wide, and he's going to try to put it on the floor and go make something himself inside. The Hounds got to be disciplined, stay on the floor, hands up, and no foul. You don't want a guy to go to a free throw line.
The fun part of high school basketball is somebody's going to be thrilled to death and somebody's going to be real, real disappointed in a good basketball team.
Well, neither teams have shot the ball very well from the free throw line. So, I mean, do you trust your defense or do you go out there and foul immediately and let those guys go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
From what I've seen this year, I've seen that Melbourne has been phenomenal at the free throw line. They haven't shot it well tonight. So if you look at percentage-wise, you would think they're going to hit their last 4, 6, 8 free throws.
Well, what I'm saying here, David, is do you trust your defense to get a stop, or do you trust your offense to go down there and get a basket? Which one do you prefer is going to be what I'm getting at.
There you go. There you go. And if you foul them and they hit 2, you still got a chance to win a basketball game on the offense.
Correct.
Yes. I tell you what I like. I like a steal by the Hounds and a dunk. That's what I like. Was that in the discussion anywhere?
Birch with the basketball here for Melbourne. Hands off to Sanders. Sanders with the basketball. Looks like Sanders is going to come do it himself. Just with a good move. Drives in. Layup up. No good. Loose ball, and it's going to stay here with Melbourne. And a timeout here with Melbourne.
7 seconds to play, Hayden. Great defense by Newport once again, and what can they draw up? Can the Hounds come up with one stop? I certainly don't want an official's call to determine the basketball game either way.
It was about a year ago we were in Riverview when John Moore hit the big shot to punch the ticket to regionals. How about a block to end this one? And does Melbourne go back with Sanders? I mean, he had an excellent look inside. Or are you trying to go elsewhere?
Their brain trust is drawing it up. Game going down to a last-second shot, it looks like. Melbourne with the basketball. Can they punch their ticket to the finals, or can the Hounds have a 7.2-second stop?
A timeout here for Coach Ferguson, a little chess match.
You got a chess match going on here simply because you look at how they set up in their offensive set, and you come over and say, well, if they stay in that offensive set, this is what we've got to do. If they don't stay in that offensive set, this is what we've got to do. So it's just, it is a chess match, as you say. And I think Newport has an advantage on the defensive end against the Melbourne offense here because Wren's out of the basketball game. He would be the go-to guy.
I'm just looking around at how many people are standing.
Most everybody in the
What an atmosphere here for high school basketball.
As soon as the game over, I'm going to go down and try to get us a report.
If you want to go now, Dave, I can handle it from here. Wren looks to Bray. Goes underneath to Wren. Wren goes in strong. Layup up, no good. Sanders turnaround shot up at the buzzer. And the Hounds hold off and win here at Cave City. What a performance tonight as the Newport Greyhounds will punch their ticket to go to the finals tomorrow night at 6:30 and get a little redemption against Mountain View. What a classic we had tonight. Both teams battled it out here. As we'll go down to David with the player of the game and coach's report.
Okay, the Unity Health player of the game is Kylan Cricht. Kylan in double figures. I don't remember exactly how many, 12, 14, 16. You win a basketball game where on the defensive end we had to make some stops right here at the end, 41-40. What was the last time out like in the huddle with Coach? What was he talking about?
He's telling us to keep them from, slipping, backdoor cutting, and trying to get an open shot. So that's what we did. Just came out, tried our best, and then end up shooting a little dumb shot at the end. But
We trailed by 7 at one time. I think our biggest lead may have been 5, but it was just a back-and-forth basketball game. And those guys have a great basketball team, but the Hounds are going to be the one to be playing Mountain View tomorrow night for a championship.
Yes, sir. We're going to go rest up, start over again, come back, hopefully put on the show for the people that's coming out here to watch.
Unity Health player of the game is Kylan Cricht. Kylan, we'll see you tomorrow night at 6:30. Coach, come on in here. Subway in the Newport Walmart with the Coach Ty Ferguson. So, Coach, take a hug. I don't know what you told him in the huddle on the last, but I asked Kylan about it. What was your defensive strategy on the last play of the game, which turned into like 2 or 3 shots for them?
On the first breakout, I told him I was going to call a timeout. And so I told our guys to line up in a 2-3 zone. So maybe he would change his strategy and line something up for a 2-3 zone. I'm not sure if he did or not. That looked like a pretty good man set. But we work on guarding blobs a lot. And, if you ask me to do a coach's clinic on something that I'm passionate about, it's how we guard blobs. And I'm not going to go into all that there, but similar to if y'all remember the Mountain View game at home where we had to guard 8 blobs in a row, baseline out of bounds is what a blob is for you guys at home. If the game's on the line for anything for us to guard, I want it to be that. And so it just so happened, and I told them that. I boosted their confidence, and I said, we know how to execute in this situation. We know how to finish this situation. It wasn't perfect. I would like to get the rebound off the first shot. But it worked out.
What does it say about these kids, as resilient as they were tonight? And both teams played tremendous defense, a 41-40 game, and that's what you like. You got your goal. You held them to 10. But, boy, I sure am glad that's all they got.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yes, sir.
The Mountain View game last year was 41-40.
That's right.
So I don't know what it is about holding them to 10 points per quarter. We buy into it, and we seem to do a pretty good job at it. I don't know, though, if it was as much resilience as I think we allowed them to be in the game. A lot of just silly stuff. And I really hope the camera couldn't see my sideline antics because I was going crazy because they make me want to pull my hair out sometimes. Just some of the, we're not used to being in these kind of tight games. But they came together, man, and we closed it out. I'm just really proud. I can't even formulate that shot looked in to me, and so I'm really shook up right now, but I'm proud of them.
Last thing before you go, we got into some early foul trouble. Pooty got in some foul trouble, Isaiah got in some foul trouble, and it didn't look good. But our kids coming off the bench, Curry was outstanding. Noah Curtis with 2 big 3-pointers at a time when we really need to hit a couple of shots. If
you'd have told me how little Pooty and Money ended up playing tonight, I'd have been really worried coming in. But I think we saw the lineup we had out here may not be our best offensive lineup, but I'd bet my life that it's one of our best defensive lineups we can throw out there. And when Pooty got in foul trouble, I'm going to admit I was worried, but we had dudes step up, and they really, outside the first quarter, we stopped most of their scoring.
You had a lot of time in the third and fourth quarter where you had 5 seniors on the court.
Really?
Yes. Pooty was not sitting, and Money was over here, and you had 5 seniors, and I thought, well, that's probably guys that have been there before.
That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. Those are the guys that I've spent the most time with. They know when I say something, they know the meaning behind it. Where sometimes your freshmen and your sophomores might let that affect them and get them in their feelings a little bit. The seniors just wipe it off and say, "I got you, coach," and they went and executed, and they won it for us tonight, man. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy for this community and this team, man. Nobody deserves to be in a better position in regionals than the Newport Greyhounds.
Coach, congratulations once again. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6:30 in the finals. And as always, go Hounds.